So only will come, no?
Yes, this will.
No. Hello? Mic connected? Hello? I don't. What from HQ? Be available in time. If you are having work also, tell them that today I got a class and no one will tell you. Don't go like that. Is AC sir functioning? Yes, the temperature is there. Good morning to everyone. I think most of the people attended some part of class regarding vigilance on 8th. I remember. Not bad, huh? The other people I think newly joined after 8th. I suppose they may not be having any idea about the vigilance or vigilance section. Preventive vigilance that day we took a class. Huh? So all these new young officers, I congratulate for this department having put your efforts and joined in this department. Okay. All the best for all people. Okay. I am Superintendent. My name is Thiagarajan, working in headquarters vigilance section as well as CF section. CF section is called confidential section. These two are like brothers. Confidential is nature of admin related. So that you keep separately. That part we will take after some time. Today's classes are confined with vigilance. The vigilance is actually earlier we took to preventive vigilance. No, next stage. The preventive vigilance is based on conduct rules and your do's and don'ts. Failure, then what? Here comes the vigilance section. Okay, now you got the point. Earlier class also, please remember. Do's and don'ts as per the conduct rules, what you are supposed to do, what you are not supposed to do, and if you do, what will happen? That's stage now we have. The vigilance section comes into the picture. Okay. Shall we take first vigilance section or confidential section? Whatever. Okay, we go from. See, the vigilance section is our office people only handle. It is not common sense. Yeah, please don't. I don't want to scare everyone. See, be available in time. That is very important. Yeah. I think you are working with JC madam. The vigilance section is actually our officers only, like you or your senior officers. I also from our department. Ours is called vigilance section. This is nothing different. But the work is actually not related with DSP work or administration work or surveillance science or whatever. The work is related with your contact and your do's and don'ts and your failures of official functioning. The official functioning is actually designed in a proper manner. Assessment, you have to do properly. Verification, you have to do properly. If you fail to do, if a senior officer finding fault in that report, then what else? What will happen? They will open a file. Because of your dereliction of duty, because of your that presence of mind, or your application of mind, or your lethargic in that subject, or overdoing, all these things will be identified first. That is called preliminary investigation. Okay. Then, what will happen? The preliminary investigation cannot be done as such by your immediate superior. Because it's the same office, no? So what they will do, they'll fix an independent office. That independent officer will identify the lacuna or in that particular job. That will be called an investigation report. That's called preliminary investigation report. So the vigilance people, what they will do, they will collect the report and they will see the gravity of the offense, and then it will be put up to the next officer. That is called disciplinary authority. Disciplinary authority is normally your appointing authority. For group C, I think for some tax assistants are there here. Any tax assistant, all are inspectors. For you people, the appointing authority is commissioner, secretary, joint secretary. So, okay, he is our inspector. Don't think that he is having someone. So, this report will be placed in the tutor. Then they will fix in the inquiry office. First your lapse is coming, then the lapse is assessed, then this lapse is again tested by an independent officer. Now this tested report is called preliminary investigation report. This is placed before the disciplinary authority. Now I take disciplinary authority here in two lines. Disciplinary authority is always your appointing authority, and here it is commissioner. Okay, he will be subject. He is like a senior officer, and he will only take up this job by giving work to some other officer. Like, so he will decide the inquiry officer. The inquiry officer will take up the report, and he will call you and your witnesses and your documents why it has happened, what has happened in this, and he will again analyze everything. And simultaneously, the department also will engage a presenting office. He is like a public prosecutor. Okay. All these things are happening between the officer and the department only. No other else. The officer is committing some mistake or something happened. We don't know. Something happened. Now it is taken for test for fixing him the responsibility in terms of rules, CCS rules. Earlier we discussed rule 3. Unbecoming of government servant, integrity failure, basic village, all these things. They will go for that rule only. The 3 vigilance rules. Now he will pass a inquiry report. He will test. Actually, he verified it, and at that time the documents were not there, and this article is charged, not proved, or proved, or partly proved. What I find, this is my findings. He will give a report. Now this is the second stage of the preliminary report is one basic. This is more authentic than that. This report will be given by eyewitness. But before passing this on, IMO will take a report from the presenting officer. That is the department officer, like department lawyer. He will be always a superintendent maximum, or AC will be the IO, inquiry officer. So these officers will, this presenting officer also will give a report. The department is correct, always he will give like that. Because he is the representative of department. No, he has to defend department stand. So he will defend that. And you have to present your comments. And the IO will give the final report. Then it will be taken by the disciplinary authority. The disciplinary authority then will view all these factors. And beforehand, if it is a vigilance case, there are 2 types of cases. If it is a vigilance case, where the revenue is involved, where your discipline is very much involved, where your election or something is, I'll tell you that area we must be. All these things are only for knowledge. Don't take it otherwise. Demand and acceptance of illegal gratification. This, what I am telling now is a categorization of vigilance angle. Okay. Misappropriation of government money. Breach of trust in respect of public fund. When you are handling a refund, you are handling public fund. Haphazardly or reckless reports, all these things you should not propose. You have to think twice, study about the notification, whether he is eligible, whether he has conditions followed, whether he is having all the requirements as per the notification. Some subject class will be there. You have to read the notification thoroughly, then only you should have recommend. Party will find anything, but you should be a protector for the revenue in respect of the subject matter, and you should take all tests as per the notification, as per the procedures. So that if you fail, then you are allowing the government fund without any application. So that will be like that. Example, forgery and falsification of document. This will not happen before appointment. This will happen only before appointment. Some sort of document false document. So that also will come under vigilance number. After that, because we are not making any documents, only certificate. Okay. Incurring unnecessary government expenditure. It's almost money involvement only. Either government money or this. And then possession of assets disproportionate to known sources. My yearly annual salary is 12 lakh, say, for example. Okay. I do expenditure, I purchase flats, I do all purchase on record for 35 lakhs. If anyone complains, anyone brings it to the department knowledge, then it is called PFS. The department notices something, A and B is not equal, then that is called this type of so, possession of that type of false traveling allowance. Even false traveling allowance. Your bill, your bus ticket, where you are not traveled at all, should not like. That also vigilance is. All these things actually will disturb your day-to-day work also. Even if you receive a memo, your mind will not be quiet. Your mind will automatically will think, oh, what has happened? Whether it is correct or not, whether this memo is correct or not, whether we will have any better question in future like that. So these are all unwanted things. When you follow the correct procedure, when you follow the previous what they have done in that office, some papers would have been audited. You study the paper, how they have audited, what was the audit paper, and how they replied. You should avoid that. How to get the work done quickly and correctly. You should read the whole issues. That is very important. So that's another thing. Okay. Private trade, business, employment. I told you now that taking classes also, the other class I told you. Taking classes, even if you take classes for SSC students, you should not get consideration. That is important. You can take classes, but you should not get considerations through bills. When have food or what facilities, that is important. This only sharing of knowledge. Not to that. Unauthorized raising of subscription, unauthorized lending and borrowing in a business mode. That is enough. So all these things are when it comes to the knowledge of the department, the vigilance section is coming into picture. How it will come? It may come through a complaint or through mail, but not orally. Orally become we will normally the department will ignore it. If it is oral, if it is in writing, if it is in authentic, through email, or blind grievance mechanism is there. In the grievance cell, they will post some anonymous also they will post something like that. So all this information, how the department is receiving through compliance, through email, through GP, all these things. So wherever we go, whatever we go, we should think that there are so many eyes around you. Those days, what I'm telling is when I worked as an inspector, the days are different. But after 5 years, it is slightly changing. Now it is totally changing. We all live in digital world, and any of your phone calls along with this type of information, any images, because there is no place without cameras, I hope. But for our officers, or any for that matter, tax filing, taxpayer places, public places, hotels, restaurants, everywhere, the third eye is watching. So, with evidence, a small piece of evidence, anything complaint, anyone complains regarding your the dereliction or something, is really a problem for the vigilance. So when you work, when you perform all this official perform duties, you must be cautious. For that reason only this type of classes are done. These things are there. When you fail according to the rules, these things are there. That is why this is. So don't take it full of everything, negative evidence. Then this is vigilance case. Then what else is non-vigilance case? That is another number. Negligence. Negligence is what? You can say simply, by 11 o'clock, a report is required by your divisional office. You are not giving the report by 11 o'clock. The division report supposed to be furnished to the commissioner. That also not sent. Now the commissioner is asking, who is actually involved in this and where is the report? Then your negligence only caused all this delay. Okay. Report supposed to be sent. Whatever it may be, discuss with senior officers, discuss with your counterparts, prepare the report. Even if it is a minor mistake, immediately discuss with the person who is asking the report. Get it done. So that is called the perfect work. The negligence also considered as non-vigilance case. Unauthorized actions. When you apply leave, you may go for some other work, maybe Saturday, Sunday. But Monday your work is extended. What you are supposed to do? You need not keep quiet and this is office when we come, when we return. The superintendent is okay, and the AC also okay, DC also okay, you can give leave letter. No. You should give information to the controlling officer next day by reasonable time. Say office time is 9:50. You give it in advance time, you send a message, held up in so and so place, 1 day requested. If you don't do this, 2 days gone, 3 days gone, and 5 days gone, 5 days CL cannot be granted. Only 4 days stretch only will be granted. So all these things are sometimes will be viewed as unauthorized actions because your official duty is stopped here, and this work is your work. And your staying away of office is not authorized by your proper officer. So this is called unauthorized action. So whatever leave you take it. Proper leave letter, give leave letter. Sanction is something different. Your role, your work, you are supposed to do. Whether they sanction or whether they reject, that will come later. But your role should be complete. So this is second area. Then insubordination. Insubordination is when your senior officer AC is telling prepare report adjudication pending cases. But you don't do that. You do show cause notice and you check appeal matters without doing and you pass the time. You are working, but not to the point. Wasting time, and you complete the day without doing anything, and finally coming and telling sir this is that this. No. In time, if you have any doubt, sit with your superman, sit with your AC. Sir, I have a doubt. You are telling SCN. The SCNs are not available. You are telling orders, and the order register is unavailable funds. Please guide me. But he will tell and he will show from senior superintendent or senior officers there. You discuss with him and get the register in it. Take the details, whatever doubts you have, discuss with senior officers so that the report will be ready in time. Otherwise, some directions you have received and you are not doing that is called insubordination. If that officer is complaining against you, this work is unable to complete due to the insubordination of my officers, then it will be a problem. Because the work is totally stopped and you are not delivered the duty in a responsible manner, And all these things are amounting to unbecoming of governance. Again, that rule 3 will come. Rule 3 is punishable section, and that's 6 years. All these things are contact wise. One more section is there that I will come later. That is punishable. That is CCR rules. That will come. So now we have discussed about non-vigilance cases, vigilance cases, how vigilance cases are coming, what are all the important failures in that. These ordinary issues are classified as non-vigilance cases. Action is one and the same. Now, the punishments are in two types. One is major, one is minor. The minor is actually in minor, the maximum time, one increment per time. Even censure, one word is called censure. Or warning also can be done. Censure is actually a blaming deadline. Because of your failure only, all these things are happening. The communication is like that. The department is opinion that your failure only matters in this case. Like that. So that guilty is on you only one day. The day of order passing. So that is called censure. That is the minimum punishment in minor. Okay, now minor is this side. The penalties are classified under rule 11. The charges are major is 14, minor is 16. I am telling you it's not CCS conduct rules, CCS, CCA rules. There are two types of books. CCS conduct rules is basic, and the disciplinary cases are dealt under CCS, CCA rules. Okay, the CCS, CCA rules. The small number is major punishment, 14, 16. The higher number is minor punishment. So we keep remember and that. All these things are leveled in the charge sheets. Now this investigation IO is being no, they will refer all these things. Now this major punishment is more than one. Minor, the charge sheet is major, the DA will decide according to this punishments classified in different manner. That is. Now punishment is given. It is all illustration. You know, the punishment is given. 2 increments start. Okay. How long? 6 months. Or maybe 1 year. Okay. The administrative officer will do that one. The order is possible. He will deduct salary, 2 increments from your, they will reduce your levels. And they will again record in your service book. Then, what is the, you may, the officer may think, don't want to use you also. The officer may think that, okay, order passed, 2 increments only, you can check the right. No. The 2 increments not only last for you, the next batch, when they get sensitive posting deputation, the batchmates will go. But you, that officer will not be considered. The reason. The circular for issuing vigilance clearance. Now we are discussing first conduct rules, we discussed this, the failure discussed there, action discussed there, punishment we are now arrived. Now, further course. Monitor class only now that may be silent. The offshoots, repercussions of this action. Others will get vigilance clearance, but we will not get vigilance clearance. Till 3 years further, if it is minor. If it is major, 5 years, you will be under watch. Which means you will not be given sensitive post. Sensitive post means direct relationship with taxpayer, direct involvement with revenue. Non-sensitive means only payable work, only working in your with the officers, statistics section for that matter. Exam. Okay. All these things are the offshoots of vigilance action. Now, this vigilance action is first we have discussed the basic rules. failures discussed, action discussed, punishment discussed. After punishment, what will happen? That also we discuss. Let us stop this. Now these are all the vigilance side. Now, apart from vigilance side, who are all in this department? Our whole CBIC is there now. For that, the nodal officer is DGOV, Director General of Vigilance, New Delhi. This officer is actually appointed by, with the consultation of CVC. The CVC officer, CVC also give consent to appoint this officer. So he is actually our officer. CVC will give us acceptance. Our DGOV officer will be, DGOV officer is our IRS officer. This senior-most IRS officer in the cadre of CC level will be the DGOV in New Delhi. The chief office is in New Delhi. Okay. All over India, there are 7 zonal offices. Now the vigilance setup, I am telling you. The zonal offices are situated in New Delhi, Bombay, Calcutta, Chennai, and 2 more offices. In those offices, okay, 7 places are there. I will tell you. New Delhi, West Zonal Mumbai, East Zonal Calcutta, and Chennai. Okay. These offices are headed by ADG level officers. Okay. We have our civil office, that is DGO office in Chennai, in Customs Office. They are controlling Tamil Nadu, Kerala, these 3 states. What actually they are doing? Any complaint received in CDC, all complaints are either group A, group B, group C. First they will keep record and they will distribute that complaints to the respective commissariats for taking action. Any email complaint or even a complaint received by CBI, if the gravity is very so they will take on the with the level of action is released, somewhat department can be taken action like that. If they feel, they will communicate to that section. So they will collect all such complaints or they will forward it to here, where we are working now. In vigilance section, one room is there now. In that section, that papers will come. So again, they will test the paper according to the books and all against the officer, against whom the complaint is raised. They will work on, they will close that, or they will take action against that. There are 2 actions. Either they will close or they will take action. Now, if they take action, what will happen? All these things will come. Investigation, preliminary investigation, I-1 report, punishment, penal punishment, it will go. So, all the base thing is responsible working, seriousness regarding your work assignment. No need to complete the neighbor's work. Your work, whatever your work order says, try to involve in that, try to complete to the level maximum, because all human, we are all human, we are not machines. So, discuss with your senior officer. Try to keep remember yesterday's work. What is pending today? Tomorrow you should follow it. If you don't follow, there will be some error. That is the basic thing. Continuity is must. It is important. And nowadays, e-office we are working, so not like our period. Manual ICs received and desk diary, so many factors the days and all. Your inbox, e-office. How many operated I think all you people got SSID. Once you get SSID and this GOV mail ID, you will be given permission set in the e-office. Wherever you posted that section, files we will be doing and we will be operating on. Check the inbox every day. what the superintendent sent IC, or the DC would have sent some IC. That IC immediately discuss with your colleagues or discuss with your senior, immediately take action. Sometimes, then all ICs, if you attend, you are 100% officer. If you keep some ICs in your desk, if you don't take any action against that ICs, may cause issue anytime. That is the control of the working good worker and average worker and poor worker. Okay. Now, all these things are if you are doing well. Now, the other area, CF area, the vigilance section is confined to two sections, confidential and vigilance. Vigilance is now more or less over. I will tell you some other illustrations and the last. But a small error, how people suffer. Even sometimes brave leader also would have escaped. We don't know. But maybe the evidence matters. Here, everything is documentary evidence, circumstantial evidence. These orders I told you, the inquiry officer, DA, disciplinary authority, they will take all these factors, documentary evidence, circumstantial evidence, and witness. All these things are if not clear, then the person would have been exposed. That is different. It's individuals' time. Let us forget about it. Because all these things are negative. Why we should think about all these things? We should not enter into this line. Mostly, we have to think in that way. Think in a way that when you do properly, you will not land into trouble. When you hide something, when you plan something, when you work out something, other than the department says, then there are chances to land into trouble. But the time and the person who is doing in the opposite only matters. Whoever it may be, you think that a new person is don't rely. The taxpayer, he may come nicely, but he will have an idea why we should spend, why we should suffer the first why he is strengthening my ego. He may write, chances are there. If you shout unnecessarily, he will keep it in mind. On next occasion, he will wait. And if you again shout, again if you show your face, then he will discuss with someone. Someone may be a group. He will give you evidence. Don't start that film. Because they will call us something, like they told me. They will call this, that, and in front of you. When they talk in your bar, restaurant about these activities, we will discuss. And we don't know what is their planning. When the ball comes to our court, then only we will know that what he has planned and what he has prepared, what type of ball. So all these things are unwanted. So better precautionary measures. That is called the preventive vigilance. Already I told no. Respect the people. Answer the people. Give proper answers. Evasive answers don't give. When a person is asking something, amendment, sir, it is very urgent. Tomorrow my lawyer is about to give some amount. Because of this amendment, he is not giving this amount. My amount is locked. Don't think otherwise. If you put a query on that, immediately he will think that something is happening against him. Check the law. But don't do out of turn. Check the law. Check the papers. Whether he has given the documents, don't delay. Take immediate action. Papers furnished according to the law, decided. Then he will not tell anything against any officer, and he will go and tell these officers are super, very excellent, brilliant officers, and they are doing well, and they are doing service to the people. Great management. Your office name will be always good, and your name will be also good. If we show that your officer and their business is in our hands, like Okay, I'll see. I'm going for lunch, you come after 3 o'clock. And I have some urgent work, you wait for some time. Don't do it. That is, that may be also case. Tell him very clearly, I have some work, please sit, or please complete your work some other work. You come by this time, I will be preparing some your work also, I will test your papers and all. That will be done. Be some polite action. All these things will save you and will project you in the public forum, and you will not be any. These are all the tactics you have to make. Book is not telling anything. Your character is already designed, defined, but fix your work culture in a positive manner. Don't say any harsh words. That may not yield anything for you also. Even if we shout, what we are going to get, nothing. That time we may be happy because our inner ego may feel happy. We are busted and we are fired. That and all, to some extent only. If you don't do that, that person will not be curious more. Always what we understand based, based on the complaints, based on the cases, triggering other person ego would be the baseline. So that never, as a police officer, I'm telling as a friend, I'm telling, don't trick any person, taxpayers. That is only the main. Now we let us talk about all these things. Vigilance matters. CM. The APAR is there. APAR is called the annual appraisal. I told no, that's called the rank sheet like. Rank up. It's being Kultik, do we have any APAR copy? Get one APAR. That class is everyone. One APAR. CF section actually. All will be may be posted in CF section or vigilance section during your training. It is a rotational basis posting only. Not someone will be posted and we all others may not be posted. Anyone can be posted at after the national also in any time. So we may be also working there. What work we are doing in vigilance? This part. Vigilance, that's enough. The next part is confidential. It is called the CF. The CF is actually what we are doing. We are maintaining your dossiers. The service book is maintained by admin man. And your personal documents are maintained by confidential. Personal documents. What are the personal documents? It starts from your attestation form. SSC application. Right to your SSC hall ticket. In one case, I am telling, one person gave hall ticket to one address and attestation form one address. That man got into trouble. Okay. Now this address gave a lead that he may be available in that place also. So now you think that whatever you write in the application stage and when you assess the application stage, that is your before entering into the department, all papers are with us. Whatever you wrote to the SSC office, including your hall ticket, the counter copy, all papers are with us. Because in both the years and the SSC is sending on, now it starts from that later. Next, first year, the officer will assess in 3 parts that it will be your mind. The APAR is 4 parts. First part is your basic data, like our admission date, date of birth, all these basic data. Where you are working, who is your city officer, who is your next level officer. The part 2, section 2 is self-appraisal. That is, you are supposed to give in a year at the end of the year to your reporting officer what I have done during this period, according to my order, out of my order, based on the senior officer assignment. I have some officer. but it may not be restricted to that level only. Some officer may call, give some other additional work. You are supposed to do and you are doing. You can write in that part. I have performed all my duties as per the and additional work extended by this stage, adjudication orders. 2 orders I have performed, which means you got plus credit. So whatever work you complete, you can record in that part. And that is section 2. Now section 3 comes. It has got 4 sections. First is your base data, this profile. 2 is your presentation to the reporting office. 3 is the assessment. The assessment of our first level officer for inspector superintendent. Okay. What has got in the accomplishment of planned work? So which means you may be thinking that nothing is there for testing it. See the wordings and all, it tests like piece by piece of your work. So accomplishment of it. Then quality of output. Some people may write put up for result. Some people may write this correspondence is received from this office and this office, and this correspondence is related to this, and this correspondence is governed by this circular, and this correspondence is not having the relevant particulars. Therefore, this correspondence is eligible in terms of this or not eligible in terms of this. There is a difference now. First one is received paper is put up. Second one is you are analyzing. Here the difference. The superintendent or the AC will decide based on your quality of analytical ability. That also falls under this area only. So you can take it down. So these are all the first part. It is first area. It is 3 marks. Then attitude to work, sense of responsibility, maintenance of discipline, communication skills, leadership qualities, capacity to work in a team. So capacity to work in a team is very much important. If your senior officer is working and you are simply leaving office without considering anything, you are failure on that part. So what you are expected to do? You should ask what work you are doing, whether my presence is required, whether I am supposed to do or not. If you don't care about anything, that is counted under this component. Team. Okay. So then, inter capacity to work in time limit. Record is given. Whether it is completed in time or not. That is very much important. You can simply keep the paper and after 1 week you give some report. No use. By that time, the senior officer would have got fired by the next senior officer, and the sake of comfort, this thing, smoothness, they will not tell anything. They should be forgotten. That's all. So, and then interpersonal relationship. You should maintain a cordial relationship with all officers. When you are working in education, you should have a good relationship with the review section. The reason, review section is your brother section. Because they only will give the dinner orders. I think the review section that are told how they are working. All orders are passed by many level of educating authorities. Superintendent, AC, ADC. These orders are coming to review section. And if it goes appeal next level. Any level, if it is remanded to the original authority, it will come to the adjudication section. So, adjudication section, if you are having good relationship, immediately you can forward and you can get a copy of the previous file also like that. So, maintain good relationship with all other officers and all sections. So, for that matter, that relationship also is required. And this section is over. This is for, I think this is 4 marks. Next, knowledge. That is very much essential, and that only protects each and every office. If you are good in thorough in rules, and you are always good in everyone, that is the asset class. Read the rules. If you don't understand, it may not be understood immediately. Twice, thrice. See the keyword. Where to is useful, where command useful, where singular useful. Like that. So you use your own knowledge and that skills you have to develop. That also a matter for assessing of another 4 marks. The first 3 marks is over, another 3 marks over. Now another 4 marks is coming. Strategy. You did not wait for any orders from your seniors. Open Excel sheet, maintain all these things. See the ordinary papers, see the complicated papers, put it in the priority this thing, work out and take the whole issues like that. You should make some strategy. How you are planning on that? If you wait for only guidance, there is no strategy. There is no plan on your part. So when you put this sort of tenure 5 years at 8 years, you will become superintendent. By the time it is very difficult for you to handle a range. The range will be in a remote place, and you may be the single officer there as a head, and no connection with our officers. Here we are working 100 officers. We may share our knowledge, but if you are working in Satimangalam in a remote range, where is the time to discuss or decide? You will AC may sit on it. So what you have to do? Always you apply your mind and keep the important things in your mind. Your knowledge is your protector. So that you keep it in your mind. That is very much essential. And decision making ability. Small matters also we should not keep pending. So we have to decide. Which means an ordinary paper, you are receiving it, already you have decided, and please file it. That decision you can take. So decision is very important. At your level, even today also you can take. So like that, if you ask them to please file it in the online file, matter. But don't keep such papers. That is also important thing. And then competency, functional competency, if you put together all it will come. It's a total of this. So motivate and development of subordinates. But you don't, normally we are all working a team like it, so you only to motivate. Then that's all. Then next column is in small word, but it has got wide implications. Integrity. If you don't disclose actual thing to the senior officers, that also falls under integrity. If you disclose official matters to taxpayers, that also fair enough. So what we should do, official data should not share with any other third parties. And the developments all. Integrity is this vigilance we discussed, no. If you fail it on that, this integrity column will not be given honest. That they will give sometimes negative means your promotion will be little delayed. So that is normally integrity is given in the honest. That is standard. And state of health, that and all normally they will write good when paint picture of reporting. You are giving a paper, no? You are giving the whatever you carried in the resume. That will be assessed by the reporting officer, that first level officer. Then he will put up this report. He will give marks out of 10, and he will send the report to reviewing officer. The reviewing officer in general don't change. Sometimes, if the officer is purposely reduced the mark, if this reporting officer is purposely not considered this weightage of contribution of work, he will come into the picture. Reviewing officer. The reporting officer's report is underrated. and I am giving 9 and I am giving 8. The marks are like this. 1 and 2 cannot be given. If anyone is ready to give, they have to substantiate. Who? The person who award this 1 and 2 is supposed to substantiate. Why I am giving this mark to the officer? 1 and 2 only. 3, 4, 5 considered to be less than good. 5 is good, so less than this. 3 and 4 is negative. You will not be considered for MACP. You will not be considered for promotion. You will not be considered for confirmation. 5 is good. Is the starting point of neutral. That is, you can say that there is no effect, good or bad, like that. So 5 you need not represent. If anyone is getting 4, 3, better to represent. Representation clause is there in the part. You have to represent along with your points. Why it is not correct? You have to substantiate. And that will be reviewed by the senior officer and they will award good marks. Subsequently it will happen. But keep an eye over the marks, how they are given. Don't simply avoid this rankings and all. It has got some effect. It has got some issues. 7, 8, no issue at all. That is called very good. 8 and 9, excellent. 9 to 10, outstanding. This 9 to 10, when anyone is giving, they have to give substantial. Why he is giving maximum marks? That also required. When the person is giving less marks, supposed to write. When the person is giving full marks, he is supposed to substantiate. Okay, all these things are your assessment. Now your dossier received and your all correspondence received. Every year upon which received in confidential section, all these will be placed in your dossier. This dossier book also a parallel book of your activities or adverse remarks if any. Your section is issuing a letter to you, some paper you have missed there, and why action should not be taken like that. Any memo is issued. That also sometimes they will address to CFC, Vigilance. That will be available in your paper, in your file. That is a data bank of your activities. Okay. Then one more file they will maintain for you. Now you are giving asset and liabilities paper last week now. Similar to that, every year you are supposed to give one IPS statement. That is called your purchase and sale all immovable properties. That statement you have to. All this you have to give prior intimation. If you purchase a movable item, give intimation within 1 month from the date of transaction. If you purchase a land or house that is immovable property, give prior intimation, and then final intimation after you get the sale deed or whatever it is, the document, along with the document. So here 2 papers are coming. Movable property, only one intimation is coming. Intimation means if you are purchasing a car, prepare a report with the statement of 83 and enclose your car invoice, enclose your source of income, enclose the insurance copy. If you are taking loan, enclose the bank approval copy. If the car is 10 lakh, match the amount, how you have paid. If it is in your salary account, 20%, add your salary passbook. If you have taken a loan from your father, take a simple receipt, add in that. So, expenditure, 1 invoice, so 5 bills, add in the form, put it in ice. That is for movable item. If it is an asset, you are purchasing a plot. First day, even that same day also, give prayer intimation. That's called prayer. That is always prayer. Even if it is 5,000 rupees land. Prayer intimation. I am proposing to purchase a land, 200 square feet in this place for a value of this place. Propose. The proposed transaction, another 1 week. You say time. After a reasonable time, you will get the copy of the land document. Now you have to give finalization of report. I have completed the transaction. Refer my intimation. The estimate is 5,000. Now it is 5,500. The 5,000 was loan. Now this 500 I have incurred in my salary. Completion report enclosed along with sale deed. Sale deed should say bond paper this much. In the transaction is 5,000 only. You must remember that. The sale deed should not tell that 25,000 transacted. If it is 25,000 transacted, your intimation is wrong. Maybe wrong. There may be chance. In final intimation, you should inform that I have proposed for 5,000 rupees, but the transaction happened for 26,000 rupees, for which my source is like this. You have to give a correct information. So this is 82. So all these informations along with your yearly IPR is kept in that IPR file. Now ABAR file is maintained, service book is maintained, IPR file is maintained. So all these three files are maintained for an officer in every office. When you go on transfer, these files will be transferred to your next office, and that office will receive and they will continue. Now almost all digitalized, all are electronic file only. So IPR. Now the substantial section is handling APARs of individual officers, IPRs of individual officers, and they conduct examination also for you. Examination means your departmental examination, your promotion examination. So that they can do. So examinations and your APAR maintenance, IPR maintenance, and not more than that, almost these are all the areas of contribution section. So vigilance section is brother line. These people, DTC particulars, they will prepare. Vigilance clearance, these people will give. And for any vigilance clearance, your IPR is must. Earlier, vigilance clearance will not be given. In vigilance clearance are for three purposes there. One is promotion, one is for deputation, one is for sensitive post. If you are having complaint, that's all day complaint. You will not be considered for sensitive post. But promotion only three cases. If there is a court case, your promotion will not be done. If you are having a charge sheet, your promotion will not be done. And if you are having a prosecution like that also, only three areas. But the sensitive posts are normally they are not being extended. Those who are having complaints, the IPR not very good. IPR, if you are don't file, your deputation paper also will not go. So don't think that IPR intimation is very simple. Yearly intimation is must, and it should be given on or before 30th of January of following year. So that will keep the count. That is a essential filing of mandatory documents. Every year, all officers means I am telling senior officers also the same rules they are ready, and the engineer you should remember that. Okay. Now this confidential also over. So confidential record maintenance only, proposing of papers for your promotion, conducting examination, record maintenance, all these things are. Vigilance is taking action, your failures, and extending the punishments and ensuring the punishments are recorded and then follow. It includes the complaints received from CBI also. Sometimes CBI may take on their own action. That time we are supposed to cooperate with them and provide the documents. This vigilance section will do that job. This is normally not happens, and that is why I got this matter in the last one. So normally not happens. But our role is that also. If an officer is coming from agency, we are supposed to provide. Our section only will provide. That way. But it will be always 100% confidential, 100% secret. You should not open your mouth when you are working in that section. That's very much essential. Those who are working in vigilance section should have a this thing, control. Not to discuss the official matter anywhere, including your house, because the habit will come. If you start telling something somewhere, you may not have the control over that, and sometimes you may discuss in canteen also by mistake. By mistake, you may not know. So that is why you should have a control like that. So when you are posted, you are going to handle all these things. This is the outline of this section is handling these two types of work, and you are going to handle this type of work only. And in turn, as an officer, you should have all this in your mind. Okay? So any doubts you can ask or any points you can ask about this. When your time is over, you all have work in that you want to do. So we close. Okay. Thank you. Students, your part. Let us move. Thank you, ma'am. Anyone is having anyone supposed to find that regular here?
Sitting one, everyone sitting one. Asset and liability.
Asset and liability declaration already given already.
कटिंग नहीं दिया, कल नहीं आया, कटिंग दिया। हाँ